Hi guys, hope you're well. Hope you're having a good week. Apologies for the slightly late start to this live. I could not figure out why my camera wouldn't work. It turns out that my camera and my lights are all USB. And normally I have two USB lights plugged into one socket and the camera plugs into the laptop. If you mix them up and plug a light into the camera socket and the camera into the light socket, the camera won't work. But we got it fixed. I'm here and it's going to be a good week. So we've only got a couple more weeks left now till Christmas. We're in full flow in December. I thought rather than showing Christmas cards this week, I would show you this really cute little treat box. Once I've shown you the treat box, I'm also going to do a sneak peek on some of the new items from the Spring Summer catalogue and some of the new kits. So that's your reward if you stick it all the way to the end of the treat box tutorial. Hey Ali, glad you're here. Let me flick round then and put on the aforementioned lights. This is the little treat box which we're going to be making. Now, some of you who were at the retreat will have received one of these little treat boxes from one of the retreat fairies who came, and they are so cute and so easy to make, so I thought I would show you how to make them. If I just open it up to let you see, the box itself doesn't hold a huge amount. You know, you wouldn't fit a tennis racket in here, but it does hold a little trinket or a treat or a sweetie. I can tell you that a Lindor fits in there very nicely. Unfortunately, the Lindors have now all been safely disposed of in a controlled fashion. It is December after all, So we're going to start off with our designer series paper. Hey Shauna! The papers that I'm using is the Seasons of Elegance 12 by 12 specialty designer series paper, and we've got them in the cherry cobbler with the gold. We've got them in old olive and gold. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do it in the crumb cake because we've already got one in cherry cobbler. Let's do it in crumb cake with the gold. You only need a 6 by 6 square, so let's chop this down. Using our trimmer, it's very easy. Let me move that out of the way. Very easy to find 6 by 6 because our trimmer, if you push it all the way down to the bottom, that is 6 inches. So I'm just going to cut that in half, turn it around, push it all the way down to the bottom, and cut that. So very easily we have our 12 by 12, not 12 by 12, 6 by 6 square. So what you're next going to do is use your trusty bone folder and you're going to fold it in half like so, and then open it up and fold it in half like so. So you are effectively folding it into quarters. Okay? Nice and easy so far. Fold in half one way and then fold in half the other way to get quarters. Next, you are going to again fold in half, but this time diagonally. So you don't have to use a bone folder. You could just use your fingers for this. It wouldn't matter, but a bone folder does give you nice crisp lines and crisp edges. There we go. So, hey Mum. And you see I'm nervous now. Mum's made 400 of these, so if I get this wrong, she's going to correct me. But we have folded it in half, and then in half diagonally, and in half diagonally. Alright, next we are going to fold it along this line here. So basically from the, see, I'm making sure that I get this right. We're basically folding this point to this center line. So you're folding it in like so. All right. And then again with your bone folder. So I'm just showing you that again So you're going to take this edge line and fold it in to line up with the center point, like so. Hey Karen. And you're going to do that across all 4 edges. So this line goes into that center diagonal, like so. And then turn it round, and this line into the center diagonal. And then this line into the center diagonal, like so. And so once you've done that in each of the 4 directions, you're then going to do exactly the same, but basically in the opposite direction. So instead of taking that line into the center diagonal, we're going to take this line into the center diagonal, like so. So you basically end up with a kite shape, like that. But then you're going to open it up, turn it around to the next point, and again do a kite shape. Take it in to those center points. I'm really nervous because, as I say, Mum has done 400 of these and I keep waiting for her to say, oh, that's not how I did it. She might have a better way of doing it. But in the same way as if you do 400 of anything, by the time you get past the first 20 or so, you have become a bit of an expert at it. So, and then the final kite shape, or the final diagonal, like so. There we go. Okay, so when you open it up, you should have a piece that folds in half that way and that way. Have a piece that folds diagonally in both directions. And then you have these kite shapes on each of the corners. Okay. And I'm just doing this to make sure that I haven't accidentally missed one. I don't think I have. I'm just doing it just the same. Okay. What you want to do now is punch some holes. Now I have my trusty crocodile, which I'm going to punch holes with, but you can just use any hole punch that you've got. So I'm going to punch them at the point. I'm going to punch this larger hole, or else this is going to be really hard to punch through. So I'm going to punch it at that bottom point of my kite. Then I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go to the next corner and I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to punch that hole into my kite. I'm going to do it again round all 4 corners. So that I have all of my holes. Okay. Now it comes to folding it up. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your 4 corners in together like this to make like a star. And then these come up to the top and you get this beautiful shape at the bottom. And that's it. There's no fancy origami or folding or twisting or anything like that. You just, let me show you that again. So from flat, you're just going to kind of pinch these corners together and pinch these corners together and just bring them up. So bring these ones up to the top, bring these ones up to the top. Oh yeah, you want to make sure, if that center bit is pointing up, just push it down with your thumb because it needs to go down the way or else it won't shut. And there you go. So now all we need is some ribbon. I'm going to use the Shaded Spruce ribbon for this one. And I'm just going to see how long a piece of ribbon you need. Again, if Mum was here, she would tell me exactly how long it needs to be. So it's about 40, 45, 50. I'm going to use half a metre of ribbon, 50 centimetres. And with your ribbon, you're going to fold it in half and then tie it in a knot to create a loop, like so. Okay. There you go. So now you have your loop and your two dangly ends. And then what you want to do is feed your ribbon through the hole in one direction. So you've kind of gone on one of the points, doesn't matter which one, you've gone from the outside in, and then from the one beside it you're also going to go from the outside in, and then that's going to kind of pull that together. This is the point that you want to stick in your chocolate or something. And then for the other 2 points, you're going to do them from the inside out. And the same on this side. From the inside out. You'll see yourself when you come to do the ribbon, if it doesn't look like it's worked, then it hasn't. But you'll end up with something where you've got this piece with the loop. You'll have nothing on either side here. And then you'll have these other 2 pieces that come out. And then you just tie that in a bow. Now the way I like to do a bow is the bunny ears method, but if you want to tie it however you choose, that's perfectly fine. You could tie it in a knot if you wanted to, if you think bows are a faff. But you're going to tie that. Maybe a slightly longer piece of ribbon would have been nicer, but there we go. And that is your little hanging treat box. Incredibly easy to do, as my mum can testify. Very easy to make in bulk. They look lovely hanging on the tree. They would look lovely on a table at Christmas time or Thanksgiving or any other thing that you are celebrating. And yes, put a little chocolate or tweet in there, as my friend used to say, diamond ring. And it's a beautiful and really easy treat box to make. So using 6x6 sheet of paper. What do you think? Is that the sort of treat box that you would make? Have you tried it already? If you tried it before, let me know in the comments what you think. And while you're doing that, I am going to get for you the sneak peeks for you to see the new kits. Let me get them now. What? I'm changing my mind. I'm going to show you one of the new kits, and I'm going to show you some of the new projects from the spring summer catalogue. I've also just realised, there we go, normally I'm up in the corner and I had forgotten to switch that on, so apologies. Right, let's start off with the new kit. There are a couple of new kits. I'm not going to show them all to you, I'm just going to show you this one. This is the Cherry Blossoms Treat Box Kit, which only came out this week. So this is brand new. And it's really, really cute. So let's have a look at this kit. Oh, I'm glad you've made them, Shona. And yes, it was thanks to my mum. So, right. Let's see what's inside this box. So this is the Cherry Blossoms Treat Boxes. You can see this is what they look like. I think they are super cute. Comes with a stamp set. The stamps here, so we've got a cherry blossom branch, we've got a couple of cherry blossom flowers, and we've got little speckles here. And then it says, thank you, best wishes for you and sweet baby. So you could, I mean, these would work well for a baby shower, I suppose, but you could do them for many different occasions. And it comes with an early espresso ink spot. And then these are the boxes. Should we make one of them really quickly? Because I think they're all the same. Do you think we've got time to make one? Or would you rather see the... What would you rather? Would you rather see this, or would you rather see the stuff out of the Spring Summer catalogue? I'm going to do both. It's just whether you think I've got time to do this as well. Kind of opening it up in anticipation. I can stop if you don't think I've got time. We were very quick on the treat box here. These are the instructions. They are so cute, these boxes. Tells you everything that's in it. The colours are crumb cake, early espresso, moody mauve, and pretty in pink. Yeah, do you know what? I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I am going to pull one out and just show you how this works. So in the kit here, you've got a clear block to go with the stamps. You've got some dimensionals. And you've got some strips, so this is like double-sided, double-coated tissue tape, it's called. That's quite interesting. We've got some linen thread. You've got these beautiful boxes, and then you've got these tags. You know what? I am going to pull these out and show you. Look at these tags. Aren't these gorgeous? So you've got 2 sheets of these. The tag shapes are cut out. I don't know if you can properly see that. There's little cherry blossom flowers here, and then these tags have just got little like speckles dotted over them. And then you've got these gorgeous little boxes. Let's have a look. So the instructions, so they say to stamp on the tags first using your early espresso. Talks about using the branches and the little flowers, and either, you know, thank you, best wishes, sweet baby, or for you. Talks about using the speckles. And then, so it shows you how to do the boxes. Let me see. So, if you're going to make one of these boxes, you use one of these pieces of tape first. Ah, now this is interesting. The tape is on like a piece of acetate here. So you peel off one of these. This is interesting. Oh, now you see the backing's peeled off, but not the acetate piece. I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to fold this over first, but this piece then sticks on to here. Let's try it that way around. Yeah, that works. Okay. Interesting tape. Then you fold this in half. Use my trusty bone folder. And then fold this piece over and basically stick that down like so. Okay. Then fold it the other way. And then, so what you do with these pieces, so you fold in the U-shaped piece first. Does it tell you the order to do it? I've seen these boxes before. So usually you put the U-shaped piece first, then these 2 pieces kind of tuck in, and then the third piece tucks all the way down and catches all of those 2 pieces in together. Then the boxes come up like so. Oh, sorry, I realised that was off camera. Let me do that again. Let me try and undo it now, carefully. Right, so when you're assembling these boxes, okay, the U-shaped piece goes down first, then the 2 side pieces go down, and these little flaps just kind of tuck in underneath your U-shaped piece. This tab is the last bit to go down. It goes down and also tucks in to that U-shaped piece, and then you push the whole thing up, and that's how you get this nice, neat box. And then looking at this, these bits bend in first. They don't crease, they just kind of gently bend in. With these pieces, also kind of gently bending in. And then you've got these kind of slits at the side. So these slits slot in together, she says, making it look far more complicated than it actually is. There we go. And you get this beautiful cherry blossom flower on the top. Isn't that really cute? I like that. Really cute. The whole idea is that the tag you have put on a piece of your linen thread here, and then you wrap that around this cherry blossom, and that's what finishes off your box with the little tag. But yeah, those are really, really cute. I like that. Okay, let's put that to one side and let's look at the rest of the sneak peek from the forthcoming Spring Summer catalogue. So, what have I got to show you? We have got, normally I have this box up on a chair, but I tidied up in here. Always a face on the stake. Let's not try and balance things on, that's not going to go well at all. Let's just start pulling stuff out. So heart-shaped, this is one of the celebration freebies. So this is one that you can get if you spend, it's a level 2 celebration rather than a level 1. So you have the stamps here. There are 8 stamps in this photopolymer set. You've got this lovely kind of leafy heart, the flowers, the sentiments, and then you've got the dies that go with it. I love getting a stamp and die set as a freebie. So remember, these are not available at the moment for customers, only for demonstrators. But if you did want to become a demonstrator, you could add this stuff into your starter kit. Actually, not the celebration freebies. You can't pre-order those, but you can get them once you become a demonstrator. You get them early on pre-order. And by get, I do mean you can earn them for free. So you've got the die, which is this leafy heart that coordinates with the stamp set. You've got flowers, more sprigs, and this lovely label one as well. So this is a level 2 celebration. Next in the box we have got some stamp sets. So this one is called Everyday Arches, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a set of dies that go with this. So this is not a freebie, this is one that you can purchase from the Spring Summer catalogue when it comes out in January. And you've got some sentiments here. Know you are loved. You're simply fantastic. You're a ray of sunshine. And it comes with these arch dies, which I think are going to be so useful. Really good for window type cards. And of course it coordinates with this stamp set. They've got a lovely dotted effect around the inner side as well. So I think these are going to be really, really popular and really useful. What else have we got in here? Linked together. This is another bundle stamp set and dies. So the sentiments here, wishing you a lifetime of love, a happy day, so happy for you, enjoy. And then the dies that coordinate with this stamp set are these ones here. So you have this like lattice type piece. You've got an oval and a diamond. You've got some flowers and some sprigs. And then the other item that coordinates with this is, she says, trying to find it, we've got masks. Let's see, where are they? Yes, so we've used masks before. We used them at the spring retreat, not last year, but the year before, or it might have been last year. But these masks are designed to coordinate with this bundle. So you can actually buy the masks, the stamps and the dies all together as a bundle. And you can see, I mean, you can see straight away this one here. So you've got the larger lattice with a smaller lattice that fits over the top. I'll show you that. And that is designed to coordinate with this lattice piece as well. You've got these lattice pieces. Actually, that's the inner part for this, so you can actually have 3 different sizes of lattice. Let me show you that goes with the die. Honestly, there's some beautiful samples that I've already seen. The flower mask, again, designed to coordinate with the lattice die and the other lattice frames. So you can see they all fit on and work lovely together. And then you've got the triangle one as well. Again, designed to fit with the die. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to having a good play with these. There's lots of different ideas and options and stuff you can do. Watch this space, come back and see what I'm going to create with them. Or get them yourself and show me what you're going to create. Lots and lots of ideas. Let's pop that to one side. What else have we got in here? So, spring corners. So this is another photo polymer stamp set with sentiments that go around a corner. And you've got the dies that go with this as well. And you're maybe thinking, Emma, have you gone mad? Why would we need just a die for a corner? You haven't seen it yet. Wait till you see it. It's really, really lovely stuff here. These dies. So you've got the flowers, you've got the dots, you've got these larger flowers, the starburst, the little balloons. So the balloons obviously designed to coordinate with the stamps. This flower piece cuts out these, and then you've got these sentiments and your other little pieces as well. Honestly, you're gonna love these. Wait till you see them in action. There's some really lovely designs already available, and I've got so many ideas. So many ideas I'm going to share with you. Okay, what have we got next? Memorable blooms. So this is a stamp set with the flowers on it. There is a set of dies that go with this one, because you're thinking, Emma, it's more flowers. Why do I need more flowers? Stampin' Up does have a lot of flower sets, not gonna lie. Why is this one any different? I'm going to show you. It's all about the dies. So you've got the flowers here, you've got the sprig that goes with it. So this piece cuts out that, these pieces cut out those, but then you've got the second page of dies. So you've got that sprig, but then look at this. You've got this beautiful hexagon shape. I don't know if you can see the detail around the edges here. So you've got the frame with these tiny little pattern dots. It's more than just your average stitching. I'm trying to get it to there. Can you see? And then the one on the inner side is your stitched, but right next to the cutout. And then you have this piece as well, which has got this beautiful floral cutout effect. When you can use them both individually on their own, but when you pair them together, you get something that is truly beautiful and truly magical. So I am looking forward to doing some crafting with this stamp set, but specifically with these dies. You might decide that it's one of those sets that you want to just go for the dies rather than the dies and the stamps. I wouldn't blame you. I decided to go for both because I think there's interesting things you can do with this stamp and this die here. So we're going to give it a try. We won't be using any of these stuff until the new year, but trust me, it's beautiful and I'm really looking forward to it. Right, now we're into some more celebration stuff. So this is the Pick a Season stamp set, where you've got the tree and then all the leaves, and then in these gaps in the leaves is where you would put the hearts or the Easter eggs or the roses or the 4-leaf clovers. It's designed to suit a variety of occasions. So that is another celebration freebie. This one, so this is the Starstruck embossing folder. This is another celebration freebie. At first I thought they were just flowers, but can you see if I show them? If I show it up close, hopefully it'll focus in on it. You see they've got tiny little stars in the centre. It is such a cool embossing folder. So I am probably going to be making some cards this side of Christmas using this embossing folder. I want to make some cards to send out to everybody who's getting a catalogue. So if you're on my mailing list, if you've shopped with me in the last 6 months, then you'll be getting a copy of the new catalogue from me, along with a card that's going to be probably, she says, probably using that embossing folder. The other embossing folder that I got is this one here, the Soft Waves 3D embossing folder. I'm not going to take it out of the packet, but you can see there the waves. I might use this one before Christmas as well, because I have an idea of things that I'm going to make with it. So gives you a sneak peek of what is to come. Right, let's now, that's all the stamps and the dies. Next we're going to move on to papers. So in the spring summer catalogue we have new papers. This particular one, Bloom Impressions, so this is a celebration freebie. So this is one that you can get for free with your purchases. Let's have a look at it in turn. So you've got this piece first of all, which is very bright, very eclectic. And on the other side, you've got a far less frenetic, calmer shape, calmer design there. Let's have a look at the colours. Azure Afternoon, Blackberry Bliss, Blueberry Bushel, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pumpkin Pie and Shy Shamrock. So usually Stampin' Up, they'll have one side of the paper that's very detailed and the other side that gives you more of a contrast, gets you a lot more use out of it. This I like. I mean, this is your mauve, moody mauve, and what's the other colour here? I think probably Blackberry Bliss. That's what this is. Let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, I think those two just go really, really beautifully together. Then we've got our Melon Mambo, our Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie as well there. No, that's definitely our peach. What is it called again? Peach Pie? No, Pumpkin Pie. What's the peach one called? Oh, it's not peach. Oh, it is peach. Peach Pie and Pumpkin Pie. How have we ended up with two colours of pies? First time I've realised that. You've got your pink here, so this is your Petunia Pot and your Melon Mambo with some of your Shy Shamrock on the back. When you've got papers like this, it's the sort of thing where a little goes a long way. So I've got an idea of a card that I'm going to make using these papers where you just need a very small amount. But they are very pretty. This flower, so the final one in this pack, larger flower images there, and then that beautiful Azure Afternoon blues in the background. There we go. Right, so that's the Bloom Impressions paper. As I say, that's one of the celebration freebies. Next up, I want to say this is a celebration freebie as well. Fruit salad. Can't imagine why I would have bought it. I do love fruit, but I don't craft an awful lot with it. I do get the feeling that this was a celebration freebie. My husband, he does sometimes ask me, you know, why on earth would anybody want that? Would you craft with papers with fruits? So obviously these are 6x6. Got this on one side. On the other side, you see far more subtle images. So you've got the large images on one side and then the subtle on another. Let's just quickly talk through the colours. Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pumpkin Pie and Real Red. So starting off with those. Then we're into bananas. My husband is following the Dull Men's Club on Facebook and they talk about bananas quite a lot. Bananas for scale is a big thing. And then the paler pattern on the other side. Apples. Now this is more my thing. Anybody who knows me knows that I love apples, but they've got to be green. It's all about the green apples, none of these red ones. And then you've got these kind of like red floral patterns on the other side. They're quite nice. Citrus, oranges and lemons. Sing the bells of St. Clemens. Oh, and I like that. The other side is the lemon slices and the orange slices. So I can see me doing fun stuff with that over the summer. You could have like party invites, inviting people to a garden party. Melons for this one. I always think it's funny that our melon mambo is bright pink, whereas these melons are very clearly green and orange. And then that lovely lime green on the other side. I'm going to say that's granny apple green. Yeah, it is. Granny apple green, definitely, on that side. This one here, so you've got the orange, the neutrally kind of side first, and then wow, that's like the centre of the citrus. Again, these papers, you could use them to highlight, you could use them as accents, you could make them the star of the show, why not? Pineapple here on the outside, and then the other side's got the pineapple rings and the pineapple chunks. At first I was thinking, is that a marrow? But it's almost certainly a watermelon. Yep. Actually, this is fun. So you got the watermelon skin on one side, and then the inside with the red and the seeds on the other side of the papers. I think they are actually quite fun. Kiwis come next with, again, it's kind of like the pictures of the kiwis, and then you've got this neutral pattern on the other side. Whole fruit salad on this one. Bananas, strawberries, oranges and kiwis, and more of a neutral pattern on the other side. Pears, both yellow and green, with again a nice neutral pattern on the other side. And finishing with pomegranates, very exotic, with a neutral pattern on the other side. There we go. What do you think of them? Would you actively buy them? I'm not sure I would buy, well, would I? I might. Depends if I was doing it for a fruity, summery type party. The good news is that you don't have to buy them. These are freebies. And if you're getting something for free, I'm pretty sure we can think of ways to use these papers, which we shall do over the coming weeks and months. Right, what have we got next? So the toadstool garden papers. Now these ones again are freebies, but they are designed to coordinate with a stamp and die set from the Spring Summer catalogue. These papers, again, not sure they're ones that I would ordinarily choose, but I've seen nice stuff done with them, so I'm going to give them a try. The colours that we've got going on here: Early Espresso, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, Poppy Parade and Pumpkin Pie. So we've got the toadstools on one side, and on the other side you've got these sprigs here. Very, I was going to say, very woodland. Oh, you see, now I was looking at that going, have I counted those wrong? I have not. So for these ones, you get 8 of each sheet. Okay, so for the last one, you got 4 of each sheet. For these ones, it's 8. So I think it's quite interesting. Okay, means this is going to be quicker to show off because we don't have as many patterns to get through. Right, this one's very eclectic, I think we would call it, with those coloured waves, and then the Melon Mambo dots and spots on the other side. This is quite pretty. I like the mushroom ombre effect. And then on the other side we have got kind of like I was going to say a wood bark type feel. It's probably more with the mushroom and toadstool type effect, but very neutral on the other side compared to the almost psychedelic mushrooms on that side. This one is very psychedelic. It's making me feel of one of those, you know, the pictures for, you know, are you colorblind? Can you see numbers or letters in the dots? Hold that up. So these are Melon Mambo, I'm going to say it's Granny Apple Green, and oh, it's not, it's Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green and Fresh Freesia. But yes, very spotty, very dotty. And then stripes on the other side again. Granny Apple Green, Poppy Parade, Fresh Freesia, Melon Mambo, definitely. is that pink sprite there. These are quite cute. These mushroom images, toadstools I should call them, the clues in the name, in the different colours, and you've got the little ladybug on top, you've got acorns in the foreground, and then I quite like that, the fresh freesia stripes. You can see me using the pattern stripe more than the picture side on that one. These ones again, we've got our lovely cute little ladybugs and snails in amongst the toadstools, and these are like pink dandelions. What would they be if they were like melon mambo? Those flowers, there's probably an official flower for it rather than pink dandelions, because even I know that they're not normally pink. And then you've got this melon mambo hash pattern on the other side. There you go. That's the toadstools. Do you know what I'm going to do for these? This is something I quite like to do with pack of paper. I'm going to find my favourite design of this paper, which for this pack is going to be this stripy one here. And I'm going to put that on the top so that that is what's visible. Sometimes if you get a pack of paper and there's some of them that you're not as keen on, and there's some of them that you like, if you have the one that you like on the top so that that's what you see, you will be far more likely to pick up that paper and actually use it. So take that tip from me. Don't let the paper sit on your shelf unloved, only for you to go through it months or years later and go, oh, I know, I really like that one. Okay, this one is the Everyday Skies papers. Colours on this one: Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Bubble Bath, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Fresh Freesia, Melon Mambo, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Pretty in Pink, and Pumpkin Pie. Lots of colours here. And you can see these are sky images. Let's see, so we're back to 4 sheets, double-sided in this pack. These are going to be really good with those arch dies that I showed you earlier. I think having these like windows out onto the different views, I think could be really pretty. They're quite abstract. This one, oh, although that is beautiful. Look at that. It's like falling stars, night skies. I think that is the side of the paper that I'm far more likely to use than the... I mean, it's like clouds. It is fairly abstract. We've got a lovely set of dies at the moment with aeroplanes in the annual catalogue, and I think these papers will go really, really well with that stamp set and die bundle. Again, this is kind of like your sunset clouds, very abstract. This is, I think, is your Cajun Craze. Yeah, Cajun Craze and Pumpkin Pie kind of backgrounds there. Those stars are still my favourite so far. I'm going to keep them at the top. More clouds. Oh, that's pretty. At first I thought it was just pale pink, but if I bring it up really close to the camera, hopefully it'll focus on it. It's swallows. I don't know if you can see the birds. Swallows flying. A susurrus of swallows, I'm sure it is. But that's a really, really beautiful paper. Again, I think in pairing it with the arches dies, black silhouette on the top, that could be really pretty. More clouds. Lots of clouds. What's on the other side of this? Some of our blue, so your Azure Afternoon, Blueberry Bushel, maybe just coming in there. Yeah, nice. This is a really pretty one. So this is like a sunset type cloud image. And see, there you go, Blackberry Bliss stars. You know, having that and that. I can see me doing really pretty things with the stars papers here. So far, those are my favourite ones. I'll put them there. More clouds. See, I like the kind of plain clouds, you know, that I can use as a really good background for so many other things. More of our swallows on the back. So these are almost like pale pink swallows on that blue background. Really pretty. I'm going to have to struggle to find favourites now. All starting to add up. These papers really do have like a hand painted effect, so it looks as if an artist, somebody who's much better at art than I am, has painted these. In fact, some of them almost look like they're on canvas. I don't know if you can see if I bring it up to the camera, but there's definitely a texture on the back of that that makes it look like canvas. More of the swallows there too, really pretty. Now, if that was a sunset that you saw outside, you would stop and take a photo. Just that, where the sun's going down and setting the fire, setting the sky on fire. Your moody mauve background there to go with it. Night sky, this one, I don't know why, but it makes me think of bonfire night. Again, setting the sky on fire. More of the plain background. What would you say that was? Misty moonlight, very clearly. And then again, a final night sky one, this time with the scattering of stars and more of our falling stars on the background. Really, really nice papers. At first, when I was starting to look at them, I was like, how much am I going to use these? By the time I was not even halfway through, I've got some firm favourites in this pack, so this is going to be a good one to play with. Right, last pack of papers. Then we've got embellishments, and then we're done. So don't worry, we're on the home stretch now for everyone who's starting to look at their clock. These ones are called Beautiful Bokeh. So bokeh is this sort of circle effect. So I'm just having a look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colorways in here. So the first one, the colours here that we've got, Balmy Blue, which is that one at the bottom, Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Fresh Freesia. Doesn't tell us what that colour is. It's kind of like a mix of many of them, I think, which is why it's not given it a specific colour. So let's have a look at what these look like on the other side. Interesting. Kind of like a mix of the Calypso, the Balmy Blue and the Berry Burst there. I think I prefer the dotty, like the circular side, this lovely bokeh effect. Fresh Freesia looks lovely with, again, that kind of, I don't know why it makes me think of exploding bubbles, so bubbles that have kind of popped and getting that kind of almost watercolour effect on the back. The Calypso Coral with, again, that sort of watercolour spatter effect. My Daffodil Delight. With Calypso Coral on the back. I think those ones would all go very nicely together. The Daffodil Delight is very bright. You've got this one here then, which has got a mix of many colours with, again, your sort of Balmy Blue and a bit of Calypso Coral and Fresh Freesia and stuff on the back. And then that last one, Balmy Blue with more Balmy Blue on the back. There we go. Lovely pack of papers there. Now I'm going to have fun using these ones in my projects to come. Use them to do treat boxes the way that we've just done. Right, last but certainly not least, let's have a look. We've got some ribbons and we've got some embellishments. I've got an empty box here now, so let's, oh dear. Right, let's look at the ribbons first of all. So this I'm actually really excited about. Let me undo the tape on this. This is Open Weave Trim in gold. And some of you will be looking at it going, this looks really familiar. We had this in silver a few years ago and it was fabulous. And now we've got it in gold. and it looks amazing, and I can't wait to craft with it. In fact, I'm probably going to do some Christmas stuff with it. Now, as I say, it's only available to customers in January. If you're a demo, you can get it early. You can include pre-order stuff in a starter kit if that's something you want to treat yourself to. If that is a conversation you're interested in, please do reach out. Love to have you in the team. This one here is woven ribbon in basic white. Fairly plain, fairly straightforward. It does feel nice. Let's see how it ties. You know, that's always my go-to. How well does the ribbon tie? Does it make a nice bow? And it does. The thing that I think is going to be really cool with this ribbon, because it's just white, it's like a canvas. You can colour it, you can stamp on it, you can colour it with pens or with ink. Gonna have a lot of fun with that ribbon. This one here, so this is the Fresh Freesia seam binding ribbon. So it's got a natural crinkle to it. This is how it's designed. If you get it and you think, why is my ribbon all crinkly? That's the design. Feels beautiful, so silky. Let's see how it ties. This particular ribbon, it's another one of those celebration freebies. So you can't buy it, but you can get it for free. And we all love a freebie, don't we? Let's see. There we go. Lovely ribbon, that one. And I do like Fresh Freesia. It's one of my favourite of the in colours that we've got this year. Beautiful, beautiful ribbon there. Next, we have got Itty Bitty Bokeh Mix. So these are sequins that are designed to go with those bokeh papers. Let's see if I can open these and not sneeze and have them shake everywhere. Can you see the sparkle and the colour on those? Really lovely. They're like individual discs. I wouldn't call them true, well, would I call them true sequins? Some of them have got holes in the centre. Some of them are just discs. I'm going to do some cool shaker cards next year. I know I've done these before, the world's easiest shaker cards, but it's always good design. Now that we've got these fabulous discs, which every time I open the tub, more seem to fall out. They are very clingy and staticky, but they are also very pretty, so they are forgiven much because they are so pretty. Really nice. Itty Bitty Bokeh Mix. There's another one. I'm determined to get them all inside, and they are determined to escape. Right, there we go. Let's put them back inside the bag as well, in case they try and escape in the middle of the night. What else have we got here? So these are the antique pearls. So they're flat, they are iridescent-y, they are certainly very shiny, but they're more antique pearls rather than pure white pearls. So they are pretty. Purple adhesive back sequins. These again are another freebie, celebration freebie. So you might see them in some of the cards that comes out. I've got a couple of packs of them. There we go. These are two-tone sparkle gems, and these are really, really pretty. The sparkle is incredible. And the colours of them, it does not say what the colours are, but I'm going to say it's probably balmy blue and Fresh Freesia. There's definitely like a blue and a pinky lilac to it. And they come in 2 different sizes. So they are really cute. Then, still with embellishments, one of my friends is obsessed with bees. It's her logo. And these are teeny, teeny, tiny bee trinkets. Let me bring them right up to the camera so you can see. Hopefully they'll focus. But they are so cute. That's just my fingernail next to it so you can see the size of them. So these are really small, but they actually feel quite substantial. They're not flimsy at all. They're not tiny. I know we still have bee stickers or swallow stickers. These are much thicker and much chunkier than those. They would be a beautiful addition to your cards. Last but not least, so there is a kit which you can get as a celebration freebie, which is called the Rainbow Celebration Kit. I'm not going to open it up and go through the full details, but I will do that in one of the other lives. It doesn't have a stamp set with it, but it does have everything that you need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards and envelopes, and I have a feeling that it's available in multiple languages as well. So we shall find that out next time, because we have been going for an hour now, and I know many of you are fed up looking at me. Although you do like looking at all the new shiny. So I'm going to turn off my Blackpool illuminations so that I'm not blinding you. Thank you very much to everybody who's joined tonight. I hope you enjoyed the little treat box that we did at the start. For everybody who's coming to mine this weekend, this is a team event only, but I'm very much looking forward to having you for the Christmas party. And yeah, I shall be back next week with some more creative craftiness. And yeah, have a good week, everyone. Take care.